Hello, this is Connie Control. Connie is an experienced clinical project manager who's responsible for the management of our international project team. Management in clinical research always require a lot of documentation, which needs to be filed in the trial master file. Connie loves the management of her team, but really hates working with the trial master file. The thing is, Connie has in fact no issues with documentation, as she understands this is an important part of good clinical practice. The trial master file should detail the story of our managed projects as they run, and this story should be available even years after the study has been completed. However, even though Connie has the feeling her projects are well managed, the story shown by the trial master file reflects a mess consisting of a lot of gaps, lack of integrity, and a mix-up of puzzles within a large global picture. A lot of things trouble Connie. Her supervisors consider paperwork less important and also underestimate the enormous amount of hours she and the team spend on document management, which always leads to an underfinanced TMF management budget. On the contrary, the QA department and competent authorities always expect inspection readiness. This was easily manageable for her small national studies with 2 to 3 study sites. However, now she's responsible for global trials, meaning she's involved with a lot of intercontinental and international studies, but does not exactly know how her colleagues abroad and other departments, partners and vendors ensure inspection readiness. But what exactly is inspection readiness for a trial master file? A trial master file should have an audit trail, which means the movements of documents are tracked. Unfortunately, in reality, this is not always the case because this would require huge manpower, which Connie does not have, and furthermore, no one would like to spend additional money for. The trial master file should always be complete. But how is it possible to keep track of whether all the documents produced and collected every day in her studies overseas and internationally are complete? As a project manager, it's required from Connie that she should be able to keep an oversight, which for trial master file means she should know the status of the trial master file. One may ask, how can Connie know the status of each part of the trial master file if several parts are located in different places? As it would be impossible to be in different places at the same time. She's only human, right? This situation drives Connie crazy, and even worse is that she got used to the unsatisfying loss of control during the study. Suddenly, Connie's life was transformed when she was introduced to the use of an electronic trial master file for the first time. The number of documents did not change. However, an electronic audit trail ensured that every movement of documents was tracked automatically without spending any more working hours than before. In addition, the same effect was experienced in terms of document status reporting. Information such as empty folders, documents not provided in a timely manner, documents not yet translated, missing documents are now reported to her proactively. Everything is also stored in one central place, which for Connie means she's finally able to manage the documentation of the entire study, including all countries overseas, all departments, partners and vendors. And what's really great for Connie is, now when her studies are completed, she can now finally close the trial master file in time. For the first time, Connie and the team feel like they're actually managing the trial master file rather than being managed by the trial master file. Maintaining the timelines, high quality, and keeping an oversight for the trial master file increased the positive drive in the project management team. They are now more productive, generating better results, and have much more energy for upcoming studies. They're finally able to stay within the planned budget for the trial master file management. When will you transition to an electronic trial master file?